Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, April the 23rd, 2023. Tuesday, April the 23rd. Well, you know what? It's going to be a very short recap because this was like a filler episode. It was the Bachelorette and bachelor parties. So we pretty much had scenes bouncing between both of those. The only thing that wasn't in that was Stella took Trina. Her and Trina were going to go out to dinner, and Jocelyn was invited. And there's a brand new place that they're probably going to start showing. It's called the Port Charles Surf Lounge. It's a hipper vibe, younger folks. So they may start bringing in a younger crowd. Maybe they're going to bring back Adam. Looks like the college kids might go there. And Trina told Stella, I didn't know you knew about a place like, this place. And she goes, why not? I know a lot of people that tell me a lot of things. And she goes, well, I just didn't think you were cool enough. And Stella looked at her and said, girl, I ain't been there. Wait, I've been cool, almost like I invented cool. She been cool for decades. So anyway, Jocelyn came and then she ended up inviting them to Brooklyn's bachelorette party. And Stella said, Trina, you go. You have not been out. You have not had any fun. And so Jocelyn says, well, you're invited too. And she said, Trina has been around her family for months now. She needs to go out, cut loose without family being there. So that was nice. And, now we have the girls' bachelorette party. Everybody, well, not everybody, come on, it's just the usuals that are there to make the room look a little full. They obviously were going to have dinner, but they didn't show them eating. They do toast. Blaze and Christina were actually pretty open, kissing each other and everything, looking at each other doughy eyed. And I thought, okay, because most of it was actually Brooklyn's family. Who is that in? Is that Christina's family? Not necessarily. Christina is not related to a Quartermain, only by Michael, which is a loose, well, which is the blood link. Yeah. That's it. But anyway, everybody there did not seem to be surprised at all that they were together. So, okay, Blaze, I was surprised about that. But, they did the usual bridal shower games, guess what or guess who, and then throwing the flower to bouncing it to each other until the music stops. Whoever's holding the flower gets X'd out. Spinelli ended up being the DJ. At first his playlist, Maxie was like, let me see that playlist. And he goes, why? I know it. She goes, let me see the playlist. And when she saw it, she goes, oh no. She changed that playlist, right? So anyway, Brooklyn's party went well. We have the usual toast to Brooklyn and yada yada yada. And then we have Chase's bachelor party. It was at the hatchet throwing place. The fellow officers was there, and Dex showed up and got the absolute cold shoulder from everybody. And Dante noticed it. And first, Chase walked over to him and said, Dex, I'm so happy you came, because the table where the other officers were was Dex had walked by it coming in. So he looked at the table. He goes, especially since I personally invited you. And they kind of snubbed and walked away. And Dex says, it looks like a couple of those officers wish one of those axes was in the back of my head. And he goes, yeah, you're going to get that. But I invited you, and I'm glad you came. So that was cool. And Jordan was there. Anna was there. They were the only two women there until at the end, Blaze showed up to do a toast. She left the Brooklyn's party and went to Chase's because, they were singing partners and she wanted to toast them and yada, yada, yada. But Anna and Curtis exchanging some small talk. And then Drew comes up a little bit, not Anna. Did I say Anna and Curtis? It's Jordan and Curtis. And Drew comes over a little bit later and speaks to her. And she was like, thank you so much for that. And he goes, what? He goes, what? saving you from having to do small talk with your ex? And she goes, yes. He goes, and when we have to put that fake smile on, and how's everything going? She goes, I was smiling so much my face hurt. It was funny. And I thought, Jordan, you used to take every opportunity you could get to get up in Curtis's face. Come on now. But now that but she never has been a homewrecker. So now that she realizes he's chosen to stay with Portia, she's not trying to mess that up at all. I don't like the fact that the non-existent Zeke that they use to have her just meet him one night and she's in bed with him, that's not Jordan. And I don't like the way they did that. But that's how they wanted the kiss that she kissed her ex to come out, which was just ridiculous. But anyway, the guy that's over the new cadets, he was there. And, at some points, he was standing next to Jordan. But you know what, everybody? I saw zero chemistry between those two. To me, they didn't screen test well together. He's not, Jordan likes sex appeal. She does. Andre Maddox was perfect for Jordan and perfect for Anna. Because Andre Maddox, he just had that thing going on, right? And then Sean, there was history with Jordan and Sean, where TJ is concerned. But yeah, this guy here, I don't see it. I could tell they're gonna do something with her and Drew. Don't know if I like that, but you know what? I don't care. At this point, I don't care. So the party goes well. Oh, Dante also sees the guys. Dex tries to go over to start a conversation, and they look at him and they turn and they walk away from him, and Dante goes over there and he goes, you know what, let me just make sure everybody understands that. And he's addressing the officers. He goes, this man here is why I'm here today, why I'm able to stand here today, because this man here kept me alive until the paramedics came, and for that I owe him literally my life. And they looked at Dante and they just, walked off. But Dante's letting them know, oh no. And so Dex said something to him, and he goes, well, you know what? You're gonna have to expect that. You may want to think twice. Or even Chase may have been the one to say, you may want to think twice about your decision to become an officer. So anyway, the only interesting thing that happened was Christina and Jocelyn almost bumped into each other once. Christina was turning away from the bar. Jocelyn was going. And Jocelyn said, she goes, oh, she goes, Christina. She goes, Jocelyn. And then she goes, nice. Jocelyn says, nice to see you, and walks right past her. Well, now Jocelyn is a little drunk. And Christina has to come up over to her once Blaze leaves. Instead of leaving Jocelyn alone, Christina had to come over there and say, you know what? What's your problem with me? And that's all she needed to say. And she goes, my problem's not with you, Christina. My problem's with your father, Sonny. And it just amazes me how you refuse to see him for who he is. Not only did she goes, uh, and what is that supposed to mean? She goes, oh, for what he tried to do to Dex, or for what he tried to have Dex do. And so she says, what are you talking about? Oh, not only did he beat Cyrus Renault with his bare hands almost to death, he sent Dex to the hospital to finish him off. It just got called off. That's the kind of father your father is. And Christina is standing there looking like, huh? Huh? Yeah, Christina, you had to walk over to Jocelyn and pick that fight. Now you got more than you ever wanted to hear. So anyway, everybody, that was it. This is a short recap because nothing else really happened. And I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap. The scenes for tomorrow's episode look much better anyway. So I'll be back tomorrow for another daily recap. All right, everybody, let's go to comment corner. Comment corner. Here we go. Let me pull these comments up. Today, I get to go from the top down. Get to go from the top down. And let me reset that. All right, start. Brenda says, Carly like Carly, it's co-workers, I think, or partners in hotel, just saying. But Jason didn't know they were targeting him, Sonny, all the other times. Yeah, well, all the other times someone's trying to kill you. I don't understand your comment, Brenda. Now, Jason knew they were targeting Sonny right when they decided to make this last attempted hit on Sonny's life. They brought in Jason and the other guy. The other attempts were not done. Jason wasn't involved and didn't know anything about them. But before they sent them to the rooftop, they had Jason and the other sniper review the other failed attempts. And that's when he knew that they were trying to kill Sonny. And then Brenda says, this is the time to talk to Sonny about his meds. Tell him, but we know GH writers will sit on this story until bomb goes off. I am says Sonny and Jason are also heroes. Laura, Anna, Robert forget the scams they participated in with Luke. Easy to forget anti-heroes and heroes, I know. Look, Robert was helping Holly evade the law just 2 years ago. I am says, has anyone read that Nicholas Chavez Spencer has been released early from his contract on GA's? Esme Emily Poe isn't coming back as well. I have not seen that. I have not seen that. But I would believe it would be true. Nicholas Chavez is too good an actor to be a daytime actor. Yes, General Hospital, thank you for debuting that extraordinary talent, but he doesn't need to come back. That young man is destined for bigger things in the acting world. So, I liked him on GH, but I would love for his career to soar because he deserves it. And then Judy said, and as for Esme, yeah, they could bring her back without Spencer because she and Spencer were not together this last time when she was, so I could see them bringing her character back. Anyway, Judy says, I cannot believe Christina will want her dad and Nina Wonka Doodle doesn't tell reality once, but once what she wants and takes it. Judy, I don't get that. What's your beef? Christina's judgment is not the best either. No, it is not. And then Judy says, my gosh, somebody said it out loud, even if it had to be Ava. Mike wasn't real. Let's repeat. Mike was not real. Was not a real Mike. Nina can't stand Sonny and Carly. Didn't like his mob world, so she made up a fantasy man for saying it out loud. Woohoo. Well, not necessarily. Remember, Mike is who Sonny thought he was when he had amnesia. That was his persona. She played along with it. And Nina absolutely knew Sonny Corinthos. She didn't know his world and wasn't in his world. However, remember, he barely let her live after she cut Avery out of Ava's stomach and kidnapped their baby. So pretty much after that, they just made sure Nina and Sonny's orbits really did not cross too much, which was why it was so unlikely for, yes, he had amnesia. He didn't know who she was, but once he got his memory back, he knew everything, and he knew she kidnapped his baby when she was a baby. Come on now, every time he looked at Avery and looked at Nina, he knew what Nina had done. So Aisha says, on the subject of Carly getting the MetroCorp back, Sonny overlooks how problematic accepting financial help from him, a known crime figure who recently slipped through the feds' grasp, would have been for Sonny, who was facing his own federal charges. Oh, and there's the little matter of her not getting herself off the hook by snitching on him. I know. Incidentally, Jason didn't offer to make a big show beforehand. He just went ahead and made the hotel purchase happen. Drew also won't be pleased that Jason did it for Carly. Uh, what he didn't what he didn't get to do. Remember, yeah, Diane told you, don't you dare. You and Carly are being accused. Don't give her money for that hotel, right? Um, Imagine how messy their breakup would have been had he sold Aurora for her like he wanted to. He sure did. He wanted to sell the company that was his daughter's legacy so Carly could get that hotel back. And what's true is, you're right. Who was that? Who made that comment? You're right, Aisha, that Sonny just kept offering, look, you want me to buy your half of the hotel? And you knew she would say, no, I don't. Because she's still mad at him for Nina. Yeah. If he really wanted to do it, he would have just went and bought the hotel and then given it to her. Like I said way back then, I said Sonny should buy that hotel and tell Carly, okay, you won't accept this from me, but this is Donna's legacy. Run the hotel for our daughter. Carly would have done that, you know. But you keep asking her, a proud woman, you want me to? You want me? She mean, no, no, you know. When in actuality is yes, yes. Okay. And T Dominique says you would think Christina would be more understanding as to why Danny doesn't want to stay away from his father. She knows she wouldn't have wanted to keep away from Sonny. Sam is working my nerves. I loved Ava today. Never cared for her character, but I loved how she played Nina. As far as Sonny, I pray and hope after this convo, Carly truly turns her back on Sonny. I don't care how many people come and ask her for help once they realize Sonny is off his meds. He can fall into an abyss for all I care. Woo, he likes like T. Dominic, you rough on Sonny. Claire says, I surely hope Ava knows what she's doing. She may think she has something under control with Sonny, but she doesn't. Sonny is spiraling, and this can be very dangerous to everyone he thinks is a traitor, including herself and Donna, because he starts to hallucinate. I hope Christina doesn't get hurt by trying to help Sonny as she is concerned about her father. I got a feeling that something major will happen in the storyline with Sonny. If Ava doesn't tell Sonny right away about his meds, she is just as guilty as Valentine for tampering with the meds. I guess Nina and Drew will hit the pavement, yep, again since she signed the divorce papers. Since May is around the corner, I can't wait until May sweeps. And you know what? I ended up looking up when was sweepstakes every year sweeps, and it ended up being February. What did he say? February, May, July, and November. So yeah, the story is going to end up getting good for next month. Finally, well, it hasn't been bad. It was just very slow this week. Sonia says, hey, lady recap, you look beautiful. I look completely plain. I have eyeliner back on, y'all. Eyeliner. My eyes are getting better. You still look beautiful and you are amazing. Thank you, Sonia. And then Clemmy says, I hope Laura helps Heather get out so she can sleep with Kevin and kidnap Ace. Serves her right. Wow, that'd be a slap in the face. And then Clemmy also says, when Nina comes off That hurt she is going to get back at Ava. I can't wait to see what she's going to plan for her. I know. And remember, Nina still is over the invader. Mm. And the last comment, Clemmy says, serves Nina right. I always say what goes around comes around. She took Sonny from Carly. Now Ava took him from her. Karma is a begins with the letter B. Sam seems to forget Danny is more like her, not Jason. Jason was a quartermain. He was a good guy. The accident made him who he is. Danny is like Sam. It is hereditary. I wish someone would put her in her place and tell her he is like her and not Jason. I watched a clip on YouTube, everybody, and it was a big old argument after Sam got out of prison from the whole Donna Day Shiloh thing, and she and Christina were arguing. Molly and Alexis were there, and Christina was telling her that she is nothing but a danger junkie. She goes, you gravitate to danger, Sam. And Sam was like, I do not. She goes, yeah, you do. She says, I would love. She goes, you know what? A life of just calm and no danger, no problems. You wouldn't be happy with it. That is not true. And so Christina says, oh, you were happy with it for 5 minutes with Drew when you thought Drew was Jason. But the minute Jason came back with all his danger, you left Drew so fast. She says, so like I said, you chase danger. But the truth of the matter is, you and Jason, when there's no danger, you guys are not together. And she goes, that is not true. She goes, it is absolutely. See, Christina has always been like that, in people's face about her opinion. She goes, it absolutely is true. She says, Jason, as soon as you are safe, because she goes, Jason would die for me. She goes, yeah, Jason would absolutely die for you. But the minute you're safe, Carly and my dad are Jason's first priority, Sam, not you. And Sam just stood there because that was a slap in the face, and that was true, right? That was so true. So, anyway, Christina, she can dish it, but rarely do they have people really giving it back to Christina's, which is why I felt nothing when Jocelyn did today. Felt nothing. All right, everybody, that's it. That's it for Comic Corner. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital.